So in this list, I want to add a filter function to filter out tasks that do not contain a given value. We will be giving the value through this input, and what we want is that the tasks that contain the value that we have provided here should be removed or filtered out from the task list. So how will we do this? We will do this by using the operator doesn't contains, which will check for the value given and filter out the values from a list. Now, how to do this? For this, we'll go to our editor, and in a list in the data source, we will add a search constraint name doesn't contains input task value, and also check the ignore empty constraints. Now let's get back to our page and see how this works. Now let's just start with entering a single character small e or lowercase e, and what we saw is that three of the tasks have been filtered out while we have one task remaining. Now this task also has e in it, and this was not filtered out because of the first condition on which the doesn't contain operators work is that it is case sensitive. Now if I write an uppercase e instead of a lowercase, we see that the task that is remaining does not has the uppercase e, it only has the lowercase e. So this is how the first condition for the doesn't contain operator works, the lowercase. Now the second condition is that it follows a sequence of characters. So if I write this edi, this will not remove any task, or it will not filter out any task because of the fact that the e I have entered is lowercase. Now if I enter it uppercase, we see that the first two tasks have been filtered out that contained edi as exactly as we have mentioned in the input. So now instead of writing the t at the end of the word edit, I will write the t in front of the e, and we see that both the tasks are back in the list, as this is not going to work for the doesn't contain because the sequence of the characters have not been followed. For this, I will have to enter the t at the end for this to work. Now both the tasks have been filtered out. So this is what we mean by sequence of characters. Next, the third condition for this to work is the order of the words. Now if I write video in front of edit, the task will be back in the list because the order of the words have not been followed. For this edit, I will have to write video after edit. So I will remove it from the start and I will write video after, and we will see that both the tasks are now gone. Now this was the third condition which checks order of the words. Now the last condition is that it also works for partial words. So if I write just vid, it will still remove the tasks. If I write OE here, this won't work as the sequence is not maintained and also the word doesn't matches. So for partial words, it has to be in sequence and it has to be half word. So now just with remove the tasks. Now if I write review, if I write re small, we see that another task which had review in it has also been filtered out. So this is how the doesn't contains operator works, by following four rules. First is case sensitive, second the sequence of the characters, third the order of the words, and the last is that it also works for partial words. To learn about more such operators, follow the bubblingo operator series. Check out bubblingo.com for more such resources.